Okay, people, y'all seriously want me to go to hell, huh? All right. Since we're gonna be watching Mr. Pimp Daddy over here talk about if you were my bottom bitch, I tell you 10 truths about men that learn too late. Jesus Christ, this guy's going
All
straight to
right,
hell.
baby girl, sit down and listen. Because if I was your daddy, this is the real game I'd teach you. Not that fairy tale nonsense the world tries to sell you, and not the lies your girlfriends whisper in your ear. This is the truth about men, how they think, how they move, and what drives them. This isn't about bitterness or hate. It's about making sure you're smart, protected, and always in control. Men are simple, but the game they play is deep. So listen close, because this is the kind of wisdom that'll keep you ahead of the curve. 1. Men are driven by ego. A man's ego is his engine. It's what fuels him, what keeps him moving, and what makes him feel like a man. He needs to feel respected, admired, and like he's in control. If you can't give him that, he'll either shut down or go looking for it somewhere else.
Yeah, some guys have that king's ego where they need to be adored, they need to be worshipped. The level of toxicity in a guy depends on how deep that ego is, right? A guy that doesn't need attention, a guy that doesn't need a lot of friends to be happy is somebody that you want to be with because ego driven men usually are very ambitious. Um, they tend to be very powerful. Yeah, I understand. Powerful people are ambitious people. Um, and the crazy thing, those are the traits that are attractive. But the problem is that those traits are an antithesis. Well, you know that word anti shit, man. It's not meant for relationships. Having those traits, right? The desire for power doesn't. Men who have a lot of power, those guys have different priorities than a relationship. That's why I tell people, if you're gonna date a man of power, don't expect too much intimacy.
But here's the trick. You don't have to lose yourself to feed his ego. The smartest women know how to stroke a man's ego while still holding their own power. Make him feel like a king, but never forget you're the queen. 2. Men are hunters by nature. Men are wired to chase. It's in their DNA. The thrill of the hunt is what excites them, what keeps them engaged. If you make it too easy, he'll lose interest. But don't confuse this with playing games. It's not about being manipulative. It's about knowing your worth and making him work for it. A man values what he earns, not what's handed to him. 3. Men love the idea of control. A man wants to feel like he's in charge even if he's not. Let him think he's steering the ship, but you hold the map. The smartest women know how to guide a man without him even realizing it. It's not about manipulation. It's about understanding.
What I do say that for every powerful man, there's a powerful woman in the backgrounds. Remember that video we watched um about how to find a submissive man. She was talking about how you control your man through sophistication, not through brute force, which is the feminine form of seduction, where you rather than like make a move, you tempt him, right? You play the psychological game.
Understanding that men need to feel like they're leading, even when they're following your plan. 4. Men are visual creatures. A man's first attraction is almost always physical. That doesn't mean you have to look like a supermodel, but it does mean you need to take care of yourself. Confidence, self-respect, and how you carry yourself are just as important as looks. Men are drawn to women who value themselves.
I can't look. Yeah, y'all can look if you want, man.
It's a reflection of how they'll value you.
Previous shit.
5. Men are simple but not stupid. Men aren't as complicated as women, but don't mistake that for stupidity. They know when they're being played, and they know when they're being disrespected. Keep it real with him, and he'll respect you for it. But if you try to manipulate him or treat him like a fool, he'll see through it eventually. And when he does, he's gone.
I don't agree with that. I think guys, I don't agree with that. I think guys that get fooled, a lot of them repeat that cycle. Like they get fooled, which increases the likelihood they get fooled again. Some people don't learn their lesson. So I don't know about that, Mr. Pimp Daddy. And you gotta stop with that creepy ass angle. That's creepy as shit, man. Holy crap.
Men need to feel needed. A man wants to feel like he's adding value to your life. If he feels useless, he'll start to drift, but don't fake it. Find ways to let him contribute without losing your independence. It's a balance. Show him you can stand on your own, but let him know you appreciate what he brings to the table. 7. Men are territorial. A man doesn't want to feel like he's sharing you with the world. That doesn't mean you have to dim your light, but it does mean you need to set boundaries that make him feel secure. If he feels like he's competing for your attention, it'll mess with his head. Men want to feel like they're your priority, even if they don't say it out loud.
Yeah.
8. Men fear vulnerability.
Come on. I like to think the guys will say it out loud. I don't know. There's some things I disagree with this motherfucker.
Most men are scared to show their emotions because they've been taught it's a sign of weakness. If a man opens up to you, don't use it against him. That's the quickest way to lose his trust forever. Create a space where he feels safe to be vulnerable, and he'll give you a side of himself he doesn't show to anyone else. 9. Men will test you. Just like women test men, men will test you. They'll push your buttons, see how far they can go, and test your loyalty. Don't let him walk all over you, but don't fail the test by overreacting either. Stay calm, stay confident, and stay in control. Men respect women who can hold their ground without losing their cool. 10. Men respect what they earn. If you give too much too soon, he won't value it. Make him earn your time, your trust, and your love.
Yeah, that's why I say go slowly, right? A man will appreciate whatever you give him if you do it slowly. They like the slow burn. It's painful, but it's a good kind of pain. The type of pain that makes the climax even more pleasurable, you know? But there's a, well, I mean, he's talking to his bottom bitches, so it doesn't lead to long-term relationships.
Not because you're playing games, but because you're teaching him to respect what he's getting. Men don't appreciate what comes easy. They appreciate what they've worked for. Now, baby girl, don't get it twisted. This isn't about playing games or trying to outsmart anyone. This is about survival. This is about knowing the rules so you don't get played, so you don't end up broken, bitter, or blindsided. Men are simple, but the game they play is anything but. If you don't understand how they think, you'll always be a step behind. Men will test you, push you, and try to see how far they can go.
It's not even understanding how they think, it's understanding how they are. Because how they are is opposite of how they think. Like, they might think they're honest people, but they have Machiavellian tendencies, right? For me, I think the most important thing is understanding that people never do things just once. That people repeat their behavior over and over again. And then there's nothing you could do about it. And when you understand that who somebody is now, most likely is going to be them forever, everything will get illuminated. You wouldn't, the deception will go away. Self-deception, by the way, would vanish. Understanding that you have habits that you cannot break unless you get help. That allows you to break free from habits, but also it allows you to understand other people. Somebody tells me they did crack 5 years ago, and I don't see them do like constant treatment, see a therapist, or go to an anonymous meeting. I'm gonna assume secretly you're doing crack because I understand how humans are. Humans repeat behavior. And what you see from a person within the first 2 or 3 months is who they're gonna be. So it's kind of like when you meet someone and that's who they are, don't try to change them, just get the fuck out. Just get the fuck out. There's no such thing as magic poom poom to fix mental illness.
That's just their nature. But if you know the game, you can stay ahead of it. You don't have to be cruel, but you do have to be smart. You don't have to be manipulative, but you do have to be aware. This isn't about being the prize or the queen or any of that fluff. This is about being sharp, being resilient, and knowing when to walk away. Because if you don't know the rules, you'll end up playing yourself. And trust me, baby girl, the world doesn't care about your tears. So keep your head up, stay sharp, and never let anyone make you forget who you are.
Yeah. I think my video was better. I was expecting him to say like slap a hoe. You know what I'm saying?
How is someone
Shut up. You know, like disagree with me and like, but hey, I guess Mr. Pimp don't want to get canceled. Or I guess he's taking it slow. I don't fucking know, man. But hey, man, it is what it is. You guys be safe. Let me know if you guys ever want, if you guys have a video that you guys want me to react to. Let me know in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Do you give off Terminator vibes because you're so masculine? Or do you give off nice girl, creepy, and needy vibes because you're just too feminine? The problem is that both sides suffer greatly in their business life, relationships life, and friendships with family and friends. And if you don't know how to fix that, you will repeat the same pattern your whole life and never escape. Well, guess what? I have a course for you, and it's called The Feminine Woman. It's a pretty much a course on how to increase your self-esteem through practical means, not through giving you guys affirmation and wishing that you stop being terminators or you stop being needy and creepy goldfish. No, I'll give you practical things that by you doing this, if you're too masculine, I swear people will say there's something in you. You look more relaxed. You're just more comforting. You become more emotionally open because I teach you guys those strategies. It's a 5-week course. If you're too masculine, you are successful in life, you are successful in business, but you struggle with connecting. And so that course will give you practical things that if you're Terminator, you'll come out human, people. Like you'll just give off a more relaxed vibe. It's what I did in my life to heal me from my toxic masculinity. It's a 5-week course. And in that, I teach you guys how to let go of the past. I teach you guys how to use your feminine energy to influence without being too sexual, which might sabotage you. I'll teach you guys how to use the masculine to be assertive without scaring people off because sometimes it could be too much. It's a course that balances those things out. Okay, so if you go Bronx mode, if you're too Beverly Hills mode, I'll teach you guys how to go Bronx mode, or better yet, South Side of Chicago type of shit. Well, now you're just a serial killer right there, right? And with this course has a 30-day money back guarantee, and if you purchase it, you guys also get access to my to the Zoom meditation group where we both meditate, or we all meditate on a weekly basis, and you guys get access to the WhatsApp group. And it's really a good course. If you guys don't like it, just ask for your money back. I mean, you guys can see the reviews right here. A lot of people like those reviews, and you'll see the results. And if you don't see the results, then I'll just give you your money back. Like I'm not gonna scam you guys if it doesn't work, but I know it's gonna work. So you do that now. Don't end up like Frida Kahlo. All right? Don't do that shit. Y'all just think you guys can break my rules and tell people you watch my channel. You can't do that, okay? So purchase that right now. It's a lifetime. You get lifetime access to that course, and I'll see you guys inside. Take care. Let's continue with the video.